I was actually going to ask you about deal flow. I was going to ask you what your guys' current biggest challenge is. Is it deal flow? Is it capital raising, or is it something else? Like right now in the market where we are today, what's your biggest challenge?
Yeah, I would say that it would be the capital side of things, and only because we really, traditionally have not spent our time, and our systems and our businesses were not designed towards raising capital. We really didn't start, raising capital seriously until about 6, 7 months ago. Prior to that, we're just doing our own deals for the most part. And so I would say that we're just beginning there, but all of us are very impatient and we're very hungry. And so that's not near where we want it to be. But I feel that we have a lot of really great systems in place, and that it's going to continue to grow and expand over time the way that we want it to.
And how do you find, so that's it's a great segue to my, how are you finding, or especially in this environment, how are you finding investors? That's probably, I think most people, especially on this call, feel like the capital side is the most challenging, especially in the last probably 18 months or so. How do you, what's your strategy of actually, getting people not only to be aware of you, but also to know, like, and trust you so that eventually they'll write you a check?
Yeah, it's a really great question. So, we're a part of groups and mentorships and things where there's thousands of people who are looking to invest in real estate. And the cool thing about that, I'll say, is that by the time these people get into groups and other mentorships and things, they've already been qualified and vetted to a certain extent, right? They had to meet certain qualifications to get in there. They had to pay a certain amount of money to get in there, which instantly kind of qualifies or disqualifies somebody. And so we really work those groups, and building relationships within those groups is one aspect. And we've built a lot of really great relationships, met a lot of really great investors through different groups and things like that out there. But then also too, what we do, which I think helps with that, is we do a lot of education. So, monthly I put on like free trainings. I put on boot camps that people pay to go to, where I'll teach them how to find a deal, underwrite a deal, analyze a deal, negotiate a deal, and send an LOI on a deal in 4 days with me. We do that monthly. And so when we find these connections, or people come in through, our marketing funnels and such, we kind of bring them up the education value ladder. And then by the time somebody goes to a 4-day boot camp with me, and this isn't just me talking to a screen, like I actually help them with their specific deal, analyze it, structure it, send out an offer. We've built, a lifetime worth of trust just in those 4 days. And so that really helps escalate and bring people up that value ladder and build trust with us. And then, by then, when we have a deal that they can invest in, it's a much easier decision for them to do it versus, a cold outreach. They come to a cold webinar and they don't know who we are or anything like that.
So if you enjoyed this clip and you want to see the entire episode, click here. And if you want to see other videos similar to this, click here.